We have the retrace lines, the bad cap and the vertical circuit lines. The hell was that? Oh, Jesus. Oh, something went up in smoke. Oh, shit. I think I figured out that that's the thing they'll see tampered with, so it'll void the warranty if you try to make repairs to this yourself. It's a bit flavor country looking. Here's one of the heating areas where it gets hot, right there too, and right there. So I'm going to remove the chassis now. Keep stopping the video. So there's what the board looks the chassis sled looks like. Here's the chassis itself about to fall over. There's a bad solder joint right there. You can see in the middle of your screen. Yeah, I got the box fan running, sorry. Oh, it helps to get this out of the way. Okay, here's the board. The joints look good on there. Bit of filth on there. It's fine, I'm not afraid of it, but I like cleaner working spaces. Oh, it says the guy has a messy workbench. Yeah, I gotta clean it up again. It's basically horsehair, so I'm pretty sure it's non-static or anti-static. Only damaged one TV ever, and the luminance signal disappeared. TV is a piece of crap anyway. I was trying to fix the weird horizontal squiggly BS. Took a drink there. Cold water with ice in it. Ooh, look at that. So the focus was kind of poor, and I did a focus touch-up, and it still didn't look good. And I got to let the TV run a while. The tube's probably asleep a little bit. So I don't really see any bad solder joints. That one's questionable. Yeah, my fingers are still dirty from this crap. Anyway, yeah, not bad. Except for two of the collectors on the CRT socket board, wherever it ran away to. It's probably right in front of my stupid face. Yeah, right there. So the solder joint for a collector, and some of these are kind of bad. Right there in the middle of your screen where it says DIP or QIP, whatever. Is this phone seriously not focused that close? Wow, this is the biggest piece of shit phone I ever had. It's a Motorola XT24 or whatever crap. You can tell the audio is really garbage. I hate it. It's stupid. Anyway, let me put the camera down and get some work done. Yes, I did turn the iron on. You can see the light. Ooh, look at that. That's crap. That one, CR405. That one's bad. That one looks crappy, but it's still connected. Look good. Oh, nope. Pin 8 right there on the flyback transformer. Not good. Ooh, I had to itch my nose there. So yeah, there's a few that are questionable. Here's one right there. One. The CRT TV, the last one I worked on, I was resoldering the flyback, the solder joints on the flyback, and they're making a low-pitched growling sound. Was discharged, so I don't know what that's all about. Here's something I learned. See that solder joint? That joint kind of looks like crap, but if you want to resolder a joint like that, it's ideal to use solder this size. Made it really easy. Here's another thing I learned. It wasn't today by doing it myself, but Dave, 12-volt phase, he said you don't have to remove the solder if you're resoldering. You just use the solder that's already on there and touch it up with the new stuff. So that's good. I've been wondering about that. That joint on the collector there doesn't look good. There's no ring around it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Resolder it. Here's the 4.7 at 250 volt. The ESR could be better in my opinion, but it's probably fine. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Oh, well, we just got to jumper it to R3U because that's where it's going if you look at the trace. I actually used my bigger diameter solder for all the joints I redid. Went pretty well. That did not feel right when I pulled it out, so Let's see what the damage is. Into the line. Look at that. Crusty. That lead ripped right out. That other one. Focus on what you're recording, dumbass. This is way bigger than that, so I guess it's a .047. I don't know. Anyway, this one is a 47 microfarad at 250. Okay, pull that lead out. Something stinks. It's not fish oil. It smelled like a skunk, so might be a skunk out there. So I'm gonna look for a 47 microfarad at 250. There's the Dayton box fan not make. Would the other van have that one? I don't know. Anyways, 08 or 09. The other one was an 08 and it got wrecked. Everyone survived. Might be a stupid idea, but we're gonna upgrade the 250 volt 47 microfarad cap to a 250 volt 150 microfarad. It'll work, but the microfarads are kind of off, but if something bad happens, it'll be a learning experience. Right by the flyback. That's where that one was. We'll check that one too. That one's probably fine. The other ones I'm going to check are in the vertical circuit, wherever that is. Probably by a transistor like that. And check right here too. Here's the other capacitor that was by the flyback transformer. It's a 680 microfarad, 50 volt. It's fine, I'm just checking because it's pretty hot in here. That one was dead. Here's the new one. That one was dead. Too bad we couldn't measure it. Here's this one that was in the power supply, right there. Looks dead. Oh, it thinks it's a .10, but shouldn't the ESR be a little lower than that? So let's see if I can find one like that, and we'll compare. Here's another one. This one is a 10 microfarad at 250 volts. 2000. That's from the CRT TV that died, heater to cathode short, or the flyback transformer was bad. That was a great set, I miss it. That Sharp set had a Hitachi picture tube. Speaking of Hitachi, I learned something from a Jordan Peer video. He was replacing some resistors. They were sandwiched against the board, and then he put new ones in. He put a little bit of a space between them for more breathing room. I'm going to do that with caps. And look, they did that with this resistor. And other resistors. Like these small ones, they're not all the way against the board like these bigger capacitors are, so that one has a little bit of space in there. That one right there, the big ones, that'll probably be fine. Looks like Thompson did a similar thing to Sam's Technical Publishing's CompuTrace, where it has this grid and it directs you to what parts where kind of thing. It's pretty cool. I don't know why it's so like sticky greasy right there. Wonder if that one's bad. Oh, I already replaced that one. Duh. Yeah, it was kind of bad. Clip on the STK module. Rusty. Oh shit, I just pulled that one and smelled like fish oil. That one's bad. Let's turn the light off because we don't need it. Turn that off so I can see the bottom side of the board better, even though I hate LED lights with that color temperature. I like that one better. This is a 25 volt 1000 microfarad Nippon Kimicon SXE series. Even if it's still good, I'm going to replace it anyway. Maybe we should use this one because it's a Samwha capacitor. There's some other ones in here, but they're not from 1986. This thing's 10 years older than this, but it checks fine. We'll just do that for the entertainment value. The leads are really straight. That one checks. Oh, the ESR is getting kind of up there. I mean the microfarads or whatever, so let me look for a newer one. It's a Sanyo cap. I replaced that with a new one, but the guy just gutted the set for the picture tube for the arcade chassis anyway, so I was kind of stupid. But hey, that one still worked, but I just replaced it for the hell of it. There's all kinds of stuff in here. That thing. Got these at an estate sale. Same one I got my vintage soldering iron that died for being plugged in for too long. No other reason I can think of that's valid, because I left it on for a few days, and that's what happened. Jackpot, same series, it's just the plastic's more shiny. So let's test that one. It's fine. Why am I even doing this? Here we go. So this one's stinking, so I don't know where the trash can is. Oh, it was over here. Here's another one that stunk like fish oil. Samwha, we have a stinky Sammy. It was right there. What circuit is that? I should probably... Power supply's right there. There's some chip right there. I need to move the heatsink clip thing off it. I went to identify that, the SGS Thompson TDA 7263. This thing will do 12 plus 12 watts. So we could put 12 watt speakers in here. Do you know what the wattage of the speakers that are in here are? 1.5. Would it be that expensive to put 5 watt speakers in here instead of 1.5? Might be able to upgrade them. I'm sure they'll sound fine, but you'll probably get to turn them up louder with less distortion, if I'm understanding that correctly. Anyway, I'll put that clip back on. On Reddit, there's this post someone made about recapping or not recapping. You know, it says power supply and deflection, but you probably don't need to recap the audio circuit unless there's a problem, and there's usually not. So hopefully that lady will respond with the free TV in my town, and we'll go pick it up. Just for fun, see if we can get some DX. Gotta turn this interfering pile of shit off. This one will too, but it's farther away enough. Far away enough. Jeez, I stepped on something. Let's turn this down a bit. Low. Probably hose the TV off today if I fixed it. WSM is supposed to be there, but it comes in after 650 for whatever reason, and it'll disappear too. That talk. There it is. 251. Now this WSM, pretty clear. I'm sure you could hear the chatter in the background from another station. Whoa, local. If it's foreign music, it's local. Oh. Yeah, that's local.
Washington and Chicago.
Chicago.
The other side of midnight with Walter Sterling.
Or is that just a coincidence and this is local?
6월 29일, 7월 20일, 8월 17일.
All of the beings came in the past. They set things up to run in a way that could be the
It's either WGN or WBBM. I could get them both. Farthest away I could get was a station out of Michigan.
It's a good idea to run on.
Yep, WSM. I don't know what the other one was. It's either WGN or WBBM. Anyway, let's get back to the video. There's that grease again in the Magnavox TV in the house that looks like the one my grandparents had here. It was greasy like that. The picture tube looks a lot better. Probably need to let this one wake up a bit. So if I fix that, I'll bring the set in the house after cleaning it. It should be super hot, not humid, so that'll bake the set pretty good. And we'll bring it in the house and use it for a while. Yep, coming in pretty good. Oh, can't play that. He'll strike the video.
On Baton Rouge, that is Garth on 650 AM WSM worldwide.
Proof. Yeah, I can listen online, but that's not fun. Sure, it'd sound better.
I'm Lexi Carter. Great to be here with you in Music City. Thanks for being tuned in tonight.
And we're in Fort Worth, but they broadcast enough to where I could get it.
Coming up to McGraw, Keith Urban. Request. If there's a song that you need to hear to help the crew organize here in the States, well, I'm going to do that for you. If you're listening in a faraway place and you're halfway around the world.
We have a 660 AM, so that's probably what's fighting with this one, because it's local. This one's coming in stronger and it's out of state, so that's pretty cool. Anyway. Why the hell is it taking so long? This is the right size, isn't it? What the fuck? Okay, we are now finished and ready to put the board back in the set. Thanks for watching, bye. Now we're going to test it out, and if you're not skipping around or you're not staying till the end, you won't know we test the set in here. I mean, in this video. I'll make it short, though. Here's how dirty it is, by the way. don't see any scratches, just small ones. That'll wipe off, that wiped off, that wiped off. This one, not wiping off, I don't care. So let's put the board back in here. This is an ugly TV from this angle, but you know, some things look better at certain angles than they do at other angles. Tube's not so bubbly. The AEG series tubes aren't too bubbly, but it does look bubbly compared to the case because it's more flat. Which made me think that it was a 31-inch set. There's less curvature. It's a funny story. I went to pick up a 27-inch Toshiba TV. It was actually a really curvy 36-inch tube. So that made me think it was a 27-inch set. And it was the 36-inch version of my Toshiba TV in the house. The one in the house is a CF32H40. The one out there was a CF36H40. Too bad I couldn't move it in the van. Not this one, the other one that got wrecked. Remember how the 25-inch Zenith TV had stabilizer bars right by the speaker? Well, this has plastic ones, and they're right there. Cool. These are only 1.5. Maybe we could take the 3-watt speakers out of there that I took out of the JVC that also donated a Chevron magnet to me. No one even wanted the tube for free, so it went away. And that fucking sucks, but whatever. So, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Contact. Okay. Nationwide power outage. Still, the left speaker doesn't work. We have the retrace lines. The bad cap and the vertical circuit lines. The hell was that? Oh, Jesus. Oh, something went up in smoke. What was it? Oh, shit. Cool. Ooh. Okay, so something right there. Whoa. I didn't know I was so close to it because I was looking through the phone. So something right there went up in smoke. Yep. Look, you can see the white stripe. Backwards, and since this is a high voltage area, it went up in smoke. And the one in the 19-inch GE TV didn't go up in smoke, but it was bulging and leaking. Okay, so that's the third time I've done that. No big deal. What is it? That resistor went up. That got hot. Fuck, I hope I didn't destroy it. Probably is bad. I should probably replace that. So I'm gonna get the value to that and get have it written down. Anyway, the cap is 4.7 at 250, and I don't think I have any of those. I have a 250 volt 10 microfarad capacitor, many of them, and that's the closest one I have. So we'll put that in and hope that resistor's still good. It's probably bad though. So I'll just match up the rings and find the closest thing and make sure it's close enough. Here's a scrap lead to a new capacitor I found on the bench, and we'll use that to jumper the capacitor to the resistor that went up in smoke because the trace lifted. That's my best bodge yet. No degals because it's been on. Everything's fine. Except that resistor, maybe. Should be replaced though. Okay, is that resistor fucked or not? Menu. It's kind of dim. Ooh! Look at that! Yeah, it looks like the screen control is down too much. The lines are gone. Oh, that cap by the flyback was bad. And when we turned the Samwha TV back on after fixing it, there was no raster because the screen was actually set too low. Is the yoke crooked? I hope not. Anyway, the lines are gone. Now you're gonna see I'm wearing my glasses because I didn't put my contacts in. Let's focus. Okay. Screen. Yeah, the lines are gone. Oh, too high. So yeah, see the lines are more spaced out now, because that is because G2 is too high, not a bad cap. She's actually waking up pretty good. That looks a lot better than it did. Of course, that menu is RGB. I think it's 1:06 a.m., probably 1:07 by now. Yep. Ooh, we have an alarm. Well, the scan lines are kind of bleeding to the right, if that makes sense at all. Chroma misalignment. No, chroma demodulation misalignment. You know it's okay. Right there, it's not smearing. Right there it is. See? Weird. It's like if there's anything wrong with the CRT TV, it's going to the right, except the jail bars, which are on the left, which the set doesn't have. Nice.